This presidential candidate said he was afraid of setting a dangerous precedent. Was he right or wrong? Let me explain. Today, if you want to be president of the United States, you need to do two things. First of all, you need to be willing to be vetted. Media interviews, being able to be scrutinized carefully by the press. And then secondly, you need to actively campaign. Voters want you to go out and literally ask them for their votes. And you have to give them a reason to vote for you, not simply not to vote for the other candidate. It always wasn't like this. There was a time in American history when candidates didn't campaign. It was thought to be too arrogant or egotistical. But you let your surrogates go out and campaign on your behalf. But then everything changed with the election of 1840. The Whig candidate, William Harrison, he had two things to prove in that election. First of all, that the Whigs, which were a brand new party, could win the White House, and they had already lost the White House once. He also wanted to prove that his age wasn't a hindrance. He was the oldest candidate in U.S. history at 67 years of age to run for president. The Democrats called the Whig Party the Grannycrats because of Harrison's age. Well, to prove his health and vitality, Harrison broke the old tradition and went out and actively campaigned. He had been out of politics for 25 years, living on a remote farm at the time, but he jumped in, gave over 24 speeches during that election campaign before thousands of people in multiple cities. They had parades, they had floats, they had bands. Harrison was worried that he was setting a dangerous precedent by campaigning. It was a new precedent, but it wasn't dangerous. It was the best thing that could have happened to presidential campaigning. And the act of campaigning actually paid off. Over 2.4 million votes were cast, which were a record in 1840. 80% of the eligible voters cast their ballots, which also set a record. Harrison defeated the incumbent president, Martin Van Buren, who had far more political experience than him. And this campaign created greater grassroots participation with lower and middle class Americans. Thanks, President Harrison, for setting that dangerous precedent.